Hello again. For those of you who are new here, my name is Grace. On this channel, I share my reflections and thoughts about things like personal growth, slow living, small business, and life in general. In my last video, I shared how I started my creative business. I talked about passion, purpose, and creating on my own terms. But today, I want to offer something different. Not discouragement, but some clarity and a gentle reality check. Because starting a handmade business isn't all passion and purpose. It's also about hard work, patience, understanding, and learning to live within the limits of a handmade business. So, if you're thinking about starting your own creative business, especially one based on handmade goods, then this is a gentle but honest reflection on what it really means to go down this path. When I started my handmade business, I knew it wouldn't be easy, but I didn't fully understand how long it would take me to build something sustainable. And if I could go back and speak to my slightly younger self, or anyone else thinking about starting, I'd say this. Starting a handmade business, it's beautiful, but it's not a shortcut to financial freedom. Neither is it a quick fix. It's not something you can rush. It's a journey that takes time and requires both heart and hustle. Let's talk about some of the realities of running a handmade business, especially if you're hoping to replace your current job anytime soon. Reality check number one. Most handmade businesses don't make a living wage, at least not right away. So, do not quit your job. When I started my handmade business, I didn't expect it to immediately replace my salary, the income I'd earned as a financial controller. My decision to start my handmade business was a lifestyle choice, but ultimately it arose from the fact that life had thrown unexpected challenges my way and I had to take time out from my career. The truth is, handmade products take time. They involve labour, they involve making with love. That means production is slow, and that naturally puts a limit on how much you can make within any given period of time. Unlike mass-produced items, each piece is made by hand with care, intention, and attention. Now, that might be beautiful, but the truth is, your earnings potential is limited by how much you can realistically create. Reality check number two. People often misunderstand the value of handmade. Some people think things like, well, anyone can make that, or, ooh, it's too expensive, or it's handmade, it should be cheap. What they don't see is the cost of the materials, the time it takes to create, the overheads of running a small business, and the need to charge yourself a fair wage for the work. Pricing handmade items realistically can feel uncomfortable at first, but it's necessary if you want to earn a living wage for your business and to be sustainable. Reality check number three. Production is slow, and that affects income. Handmade items aren't factory made. They're created one at a time with thought, care, and effort. That means there's a natural cap on how many items you can make in a week, and therefore how much you can earn. Even if everything goes perfectly, there's only so much you can produce without burning out. This means you have to plan wisely. Reality check number 4. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Most handmade sellers have another source of income. Whether it's a part-time job, a side gig, or passive income from somewhere else, it helps to bridge the gap during the slow seasons. Now, that's not failure, it's strategy, because building something meaningful takes time, and sometimes we need support along the way. Reality check number 5. Success takes longer than most people expect. We often imagine or dream of overnight success, viral posts, sudden sales, and fast growth. But the truth? Most handmade businesses take years to grow into something sustainable. There are no shortcuts, no guaranteed formulas, just consistent effort, learning, and patience. If you're entering into this hoping to quit your job tomorrow, you may end up being very disappointed. Now, none of this means that you shouldn't start a handmade business. What it means is that you should be realistic about your timeline, be prepared for slow growth, don't quit your job without a backup plan, and above all, love what you do because that's what's going to keep you going through tough times. Running a handmade business has brought me so much joy, personal growth, and meaning. But it also comes with challenges. Challenges that I believe are worth knowing before you begin. Thank you for spending some time with me today. If you're thinking about starting your own handmade business, I hope this video gave you a balanced view, not to scare you, but to prepare you. If you found this helpful, please give this video a like and subscribe if you haven't already. If you're already running a handmade business, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. What's been your biggest challenge and what surprised you the most? I hope to see you in the next video, but until then, bye for now.